quick. That was literally the quickest shit ever, huh? I know what that'll happen, huh? Yeah, I just wasn't getting the live 60 FPS feed, and I want that. I want that a lot. So when I talk with my hands like this, it's very quick, you know? And, you know, it's very... Ping. Yeah, no, we're happy with that. That's good. Back to normal, huh? Anyway, what was I doing today? So I'm pretty sure I'm just doing all the green today on these Blood Bowl figures. Because I was just gonna do a quick stream today because I've got a lot of fun toys I want to add to my printers, which is quite cool. I got a glass build plate and a magnetic one, which would be really cool. Just means that I won't have to fuck around as much with FDM print, which is pretty cool. And the I'm hoping glass plate to be really good for like things that need a flat base, and the magnetic one is nice just purely for laziness. Yeah. Let me grab my paintbrush. Because I've been slowly but surely printing basically all my paint racks. So all but let me take a quick picture for you. All but I think my pigments and my inks are on the rack on the wall. And it's like nearly full, which is just kind of messed up. That means I'm like more addicted to buying paint than I thought. A bit scary. Take this brand new paintbrush back. We'll use it. Sorry, I was having a bit of a catastrophe. Everything was falling off. You moved like one thing. I haven't quite worked out the placement of everything yet, huh? Okay. Where was I? I'm pretty sure. I was ready to paint some green. But now that I put all my paints on the rack, I've got to find that green now. Do you want to have a look? Look at that, huh? Look at that. Gorge. Gorge. All of them. Nearly all of them. Anyway. But yeah, once I do all my inks, like I got all these inks to go on the wall as well, and pigments, I'm like all done. I'll never have to leave my chair, ever. How exciting, huh? No, not you, Siri. Okay, so we're looking for very black. Okay, so the other thing I haven't done is organize all my paints yet. Hey. Eventually. There she is. But it's kind of chill to find them now. Because they're all on the wall anyway. Okay. Alright. Shall we enhance? Oh. Okay, cool. Beautiful. Alright, let's get into it, huh? So now we've done all the yellow, it's just all the green. Which is kind of satisfying anyway. Let's see if we can get a little bit. Ooh, ooh. Is that too bright for you? Hamburger. How are you, Josh? The sketchbook mostly has cute cartoon things and puns. Oh, nice. Ones that you've drawn, or? I used to draw the weirdest, like, when I was younger. It was always, like, what would you call it? Like, Dino Riders? I don't know if you guys ever watched that show. It's like these dinosaurs kitted out with, like, lasers and machine guns and stuff. And I would draw my, like, own versions of that. But then I would also, like cut out as if I was, like a co-designer. So I'd cut out pictures from magazines of Dino Riders. And stick it next to mine, like we were, like, collabing. Yes, this is a Pachycephalosaurus. It's my design. Inspired by my fellow creator and writer, someone. The other thing I used to draw all the time was Chaotic. I don't know if you've ever seen that show. I think we've talked about it a bunch on this stream. Chaotic was, like, the sickest fucking cartoon. Dude, this Blood Bowl thing's gonna look so fucking spicy, hey? Dinosaurs with freaking lasers on their heads? Yes, dude, Dino Riders was fucking the tits. Was it even Dino? I think it was Dino Riders. Or Dragon Riders? Might have been Dragons. That's why I kind of low-key always wanted to do that, that, like, Elder faction that rides dinosaurs. But, a lot of money to kit bash everything. There's nothing special, but I used to draw things while I was working. Aww. No, I used to be a big drawer, but I always felt like, it's funny, not that our household was competitive or anything. I just felt like my sister and my dad could draw a lot, so I didn't feel like I could, like, felt like that avenue had already set sail. So I didn't draw a whole lot. I was pretty good at it. But I don't think it was, like, ever, like nurtured either. Like, either by myself or, like, people around me. So painting miniatures is kind of what I got into. I like drawing, though. But yeah, I kind of stopped doing that. I used to draw Space Marines a lot when I was younger. I used to draw some not so safe for work stuff for my friends as well. But, you know, that's for a different stream, you know? They wouldn't even pay me. I wish I was that creative. I just watch Twitch while I'm pretending to work. Beautiful. Hey, just as creative, my brother. In a way, you're being creative with how you procrastinate, you know? Or how you bludge. Wait, did you guys give Speed Freaks a crack? What the fuck is Speed Freaks? I'll be honest, homie, I'm so out of the loop. I've been doing, like, painting lessons, like, all week and stuff. When I had a meeting with customers' mum, just double checking they were into what we were doing. Teaching a guy to paint this mad, what's it called? Bell tower for Age of Sigmar today. Just like some real cheaty techniques that come up really good too. Can you see that? Kind of a bit hard, isn't it? There? Yeah. Yes, I was teaching a customer how to paint that with like washes and dry brushing. Come up really good, actually. No, but no, tell me about Speed Freaks, dude. I haven't heard anything, a lick of it. I'll drop some of your painting stuff and in your sketchbook stuff in Discord. Hold up. Sorry, I've also been full driving a bunch. Emily and I got bogged the other day, so my fucking arms are killing me. That's fucking all over the shop. Oh, shit. Hang on, let me...
Like, learn to love, man.
Yeah.
Like, I love myself.
There we go. Oh my god. Please tell me you sent these to someone. Did you give that to someone? Holy shit. Oh my god. That's pretty good, Evan. These are so cute. I'm just trying to hold it together. Sadness. Oh, I like the way you changed it. Well, I find you appealing, but it's I find you appealing. Just straight to the joke, huh? Boy, yeah, actually. Some of these hurt so bad. This one's good. This one's good. Can't wait to grow mold with you. Maybe it won't be sick, Evan. I like that. These are so fun. This one's really good. The iguana's really good too. Iguana party. Dude, we'll put that on a t-shirt. This is really cute. How long ago was this from, Evan? That's fun. That's really fun. Hey, and you gotta... Hey, sometimes you gotta get through the day with shit like that. Josh gonna be doing some work-themed ones at his office soon. I'll do them for just in my house. For Emily when she walks past. 2 seconds. Let me have a look at this, Josh. Speed Freaks. Oh, is this? Wait, is this fucking... Get out. Is this, This is like every game that I played on the fucking Nintendo, hey? Oh, that's fun. Oh, it's like a fucking... It's like a battle arena. Holy shit. Oh, the grot on the fucking rocket, man. Dude, that is... Sometimes they come out with some stinkers with Warhammer games. That's pretty good. Alpha playtest, what the fuck? Where? How? Hang on, brother, hang on. Serious? Hold up. Ease. Oh, it's on Steam. Shit. Okay, let me have a look. Uh-huh. 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 Oh! Give me access, brother! Okay, cool. Install right now. Sick, dude. Okay, cool. Maybe some after stream stuff, huh? I'm seeing if this kills my upload. Thanks for sharing with that. I did not even know. Shit, man. How fun's that? That's a very much like Road Rash. I used to play a lot, like as a kid, and that was motorbikes going around like a track, right? Yeah. All my drawings somehow end up dick shaped, so HR won't let me have pencils at work anymore. Those are from 3 years ago. I'd recently start sketching in the office, and it reminded me of all the drawings I had, so I went digging for them today. I have about 50 of those. Oh, that's awesome. I draw one a week. Loki looks fun. Yeah, bro, free alpha. Click give me access. Yes, Road Rash. I just bought the 4 orc cars. What do you mean? Can you? Are you talking about in-game? Jeez, my guy. Class-based racing shooter. Dude, that seems sick as hell. It's very much like Demolition Derby, like Road Rash. There's a very similar game I used to play as well. Is this like World of Tanks, but with orc fucking vehicles? That's sick. Awesome. Oh, the models from GW. I think you're talking about in-game. That's awesome. God, we're getting some really good games now too, like fucking what's it called comes out soon. Space Marine 2, I thought. Thank God. Because unfortunately Dark Tide turned out to be a bit of a stinker, huh? They just didn't really update it like they said they were gonna, huh? A lot of that was just a bit lackluster at the end of it. I really liked that game, but it got very samey quick, which is sad. And I don't know why no one can do like the Left 4 Dead formula as good as Left 4 Dead. Like Darktide had a lot of cool stuff, but it just felt very yeah, just boring quick. Is this guy wearing a shirt, you reckon? Yeah, it has to be, right? It seems weird if that's not his shirt. Oh, Diablo 4 comes out tomorrow? Get the fuck out. Did you play the beta, Josh? I really liked it. A lot of people didn't. I was kind of into it. I'm a pretty massive Diablo 2 fan though. I played through Diablo 3, but like didn't. I wouldn't say I'd go back and do it again. I might even give myself a bit of money and buy that, maybe. I'll see if I can even find any time to play it. Yeah, I played the beta but didn't give it a chance to get to level 20, so I missed out on the doggo backpack. Oh my god, maybe I did too. What class did you play? If you played Druid, you're a real one. Just saying. If you didn't, that's okay. I'm a basic bitch and always go barbarian. My brother. Giant, large. So like, you know, representation of video games. Large dude who can turn into bears. Count me the fuck in. No, I wouldn't go barbarian too, but I heard that everyone thought the druid was shit. And it was. Like, it lacked damage for sure. But it was the coolest one, man. Transforming and shit. My mate played the rogue in the beta with me, and like he just would clap everything before I even got there. So definitely felt underpowered. I think the necromancer was in the beta too. I usually go necro. So Evan, have you been doing any more painting or just working? Sounds like you're flat out all the time, eh? Where's my example guy? Oh, here we go. Oh, you know, that guy's definitely wearing, yeah. That looks like clothes and the midriff. That looks like skin. I hope. Anyway. Let's not think too hard about it. I think that's all the green. So we go grey for the boots. Cool. We'll do all the stripes last. Okay, cool. God, it's funny how much the color scheme changes as you add all your highlights and your washes and just goes to show how good, you know, how good setup is so important, hey? Not been painting, I've designed a few more D&D spell cards. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Have you chucked them up on Etsy yet? On a whim, or you want to finish most of them? I think last time we talked, you were still deciding whether you wanted to do that. I think they're super cool and you totally should, and I would buy them off you again, but... I'm looking at running a D&D campaign for customers on the NDIS. If I don't overwork myself, I'm just trying to toss up whether I can afford the time. I would love to, though. But I would love to implement your cards with your permission, too. They would really help the guys out, to be honest. Rather than having 4 A4 pages with just random gobbledygook on them. And having to pick out... Been too busy. Yeah, sometimes it's like that, eh? I think Josh and I were talking about that just the other day. Josh and I have a problem of just collecting though as well, right? Like even if you're not painting, you're collecting more to paint later. I think I'll wait until after I have more before I put them up. I only have the cantrips and a few level 1s done. Ah, okay. Fair. No, Evan, what you gotta do is you gotta section it out like they do with these fucking Warhammer miniatures. You know? So it's like you do it by school. You go, here's all the illusion cantrips. So that's evil. Evil right there. Sup, big sexy? Maury. How are you, mate? I'm very good. Thanks for the constant confidence booster every week. Appreciate you. No, doing really good. Big busy day, but I don't know about you. And so much shit arrived in the mail. I was just talking to everyone before. I got some glass beds for my 3D printer and some magnetic beds. So I'm not going to probably stream for 2. I'll probably do all the green, and I might call it a day. But that we'll be here for a while. I just want to do a lot of these before I start tinkering and pulling stuff apart. I think I'm going to have a late night today. I can't wait to bed level 2, huh? That's everyone's wet dream. I fucking hate it. Yeah, chasing that dopamine hit of buying new models, even though my Tower of Shame could easily crush a small child. I'm so glad that I've put all my Warhammer in that shelf there. Like, so then it's off stream. That's my secret. It's so funny. Emily's like the best wife ever, right? She holds me like accountable, and I'll be like, oh, because it's funny. I was talking to her, I was like, oh, so if I start making YouTube content and I start buying out people's hordes, like, you know, will you let me buy this horde of Warhammer models? And she's like, yes, but you already have like 3 other people's hordes of Warhammer that you bought. Why don't you make a video on them? And I'm like, Emily, please let me buy it. It's good. It's a good deal. It's $200. Emily, please. You know, I turn into a kid again. I'm glad she keeps me grounded though. So you don't need more models that you haven't painted. She's like, yeah, but for the YouTube video. And then they just rot on my shelf. Hey! Sorry to let that one out. I'm getting tired from judo. Getting ready to sleep. You do judo? Jeez. I mean, what the fuck with you? Scary. What's judo? Is that like full fisticuffs or is that like grapple and like throw you over your shoulder or something? Men should compliment each other more often. I agree. I think we should compliment a lot of people more often, right? I think even if everyone made a little effort to like compliment something, you know? When you see something that's cool, my go-to is all the time, it's like, oh, nice shirt. And like the look on their face is like, thanks! You know, just... That's how I look when people compliment me too, you know? There's nothing wrong with that. It's normal to be nice. Bloody beautiful. Look at that. That's a beautiful uniform right there. It's a bit dark. I can never get the gamma right on this fucking camera. I'll think it looks good 1 second and then I'll look away and be like, that's too bright. Man after my own heart. Speaking of 3D printing, my mate printed me a sweet ass Deadpool. I'll post in Discord. Oh, sick. Yeah. Give us the looks here. It's throwing people with some groundwork. It's scary. I think before I die, I would love to box, but I don't know if I could do like MMA. Like wrestling and putting people in arm bars and stuff, you know? Kind of scary. Getting punched in the head, however, not that bad. I've had that happen, man. It's not that bad. Punching somebody else in the head, not that bad either. I think once the adrenaline runs, like, you know, runs off, then you're a bit like, my fist fucking nearly broke. But I'll stop talking about crazy stuff now, huh? I didn't realize either, until I was watching like the YouTubers boxing event, the Creator Clash. They strap your like fists up to the nines, man. They don't actually want you to hurt yourself. Like, they strap with like strapping bandages and stuff, and then they put cushions in the strapping to protect your fists when you box in the ring. I truly thought they just put on gloves and went at it. A girl complimented my car today. She said she loved my aesthetic. Aw. See, there's nothing wrong with that, is there? I think too often, I think people get too scared about, like, just saying nice things is okay, you know? Oh, I do it to everyone a lot when I'm downtown. I'd be like, I remember I did it to this old lady. I told this on another stream. There's this old lady with smoke, right? And she's like, this old lady with, like, this, like, Jufro hair. And like she's a darker skinned lady, and she had these mad aviators on, and like she had this mad curry jumper on, and she was just puffing a cig, and I was like, man, you got the coolest vibe. Hey, you look great. And then she looked at me like dead in the eye, and she's like, definitely not a person to fuck with, but then when people have that experience, they don't want to compliment anyone, because I thought she was gonna get into a fight. Maybe she was joking. I don't know. She looked cool as hell, but she looked like a GTA character. But no, I think it's sick. Yeah, let's start that movement. Just say some nice compliments every now and then. Getting punched in the head is more deadly, bud. More people die from boxing compared to MMA. I don't know why the thought of getting put in like a chokehold or something freaks me out a bit. But punched in the head I could eat, you know? I could just definitely eat a big fat punch to the nose. Getting choked out freaks me out a little bit, I think. My mate, his older brother and a couple of his older brother's friends had this podcast, and one of the friends was like a professional MMA fighter, and on this podcast they just choked out one of their friends, and like seeing his eyes roll back and scary shit, and like seeing him come out of it like like I don't know, that seems terrifying. I think I'd rather just be hit in the head. Yeah, see him get choked out. Terrifying. And go to sleep and start snoring. Ugh. I don't think I can pull it up on Twitch, but it'd be funny, but see if I can find the link later. That's another green boy done. I bet you get a lot of compliments with big nut plates on the chimney. Fuck, that was fun. And like so impractical of our time, wasn't it? There was like, we just had like ones that just said slut on the license plate. Crazy. You know, it's so funny. I think I'm going to cave and get a big lad eventually. But I just want to work out how much. I think it's pretty expensive, but it's so like my first ever new car, like a bit iconic, you know. And then part of me, Josh, thinks, yeah, like what if I just go the whole hog and get big nut? But then I'm like, I've got to rock up to painting lessons with big nut on the car. Customers' parents there be like, oh, nice license plate. Yeah. So it's a reference. You probably wouldn't get it, I suppose. Yeah, big nut's like a type of paint or something. Maury, you won't get choke out if you tap. Maury, fucking, what about this face that makes you think I'm tapping out ever? I'm dying in that ring. That's why if I box, I have to be knocked out. Like I can't. You know what I mean? I ain't tapping, bro. Break my arm. I don't care. I'll still keep going. Break my arm, I'll sue you. Hey, if that... You sign a waiver clearly, hey, Maury. Like, if you're in the ring doing MMA and some dude just snaps one of your fingers or something, like, that's covered. Like, you know, you're not at fault, right? Got a little bit on the legs. Yeah. Swallows. I'm not rocking up to paint lessons with swallows on my list, but well, I'm off to bed, dude. Good night. Night night, Maury. Sleep tight, mate. Hey, you trained hard. Catch some Z's, you know? Yeah, ain't that, brother? Swallows on my list, but fuck me. That's so bad. I'm still kind of surprised no one has it though. Hey, like, real talk though. I just can't believe there's no other sicko that hasn't thought to get it, you know? Swallows. Get out of here now. Get out of here. So I just ordered swallows. Better luck next time, freaks. I was thinking about contacting the guy who had Jacko and like seeing if I can get like a. Can you like do like a rego check or like I would love if I could get Jacko with double O's or something. I can't quite remember what I was looking for. There was one I really liked and someone already had it, and I was like, wonder how much it'd take to convince that bloke to just, you know, get rid of the plates, transfer them to me, dude. Okay, oh, can you give up Jacko? Because I've got swallows if you want to trade. Do you think you would trade for swallows? I can already see the face when I'm doing the morning school drop off. Yeah, that's my dad's car. Yeah. That's fucked. Yeah, it's me my dad's car. Yeah. Boys at the pub call them swallows. Don't know what for. Must be about beer or something. Wasn't there some really messed up one? There was like cum slut or something, or I don't know. There's some crazy license plate we found. I guess you can make a police report that only hit and run your car. You're even caught and offer some cash with plates. You're like, hey, okay, look, mate. I'm in a tricky situation. I only reported it to the police so I could get to talk to you. Okay, now how much are them plates, brother? Imagine I get all the court details and like, you know, we go to court. He defends himself, something. I get like his full details, and then I just harass him after just, you know, completely what's it called when you just drop the case? Yeah, dropping the case, I suppose. Just harass him for his plates. Well, I don't think it's an uncommon thing, right? Surely other people have like offered money for plates before. That's not crazy. Right? Maybe it is a bit crazy. Maybe it's a bit crazy if you're that desperate for license plates, you know? Oh, wouldn't it be awesome to hire a private investigator as a YouTube video? Is that legal? You hire a PI to locate these plates. God, that would be awesome. Oh, this is great, yes. Needing an expensive replacement part for your car, so you just rent the same car for the day, swap over the parts before returning the car. Seems oddly specific. Dude, that's fucking choice. God. Do you do that? That's insane. And so clever. Imagine swapping out the shittiest fucking rattiest looking alternator. Starter motor with rust on it. I don't know how I got it. And I mean, let's be real, Josh. No one's checking for that, are they? Prove it, budget rental. Oh god, that's really clever. It's almost like people that might do that might also buy the same item, you know, the following day if they've lost a receipt, to then trade back in the other item and then get a refund for that, and then take the working home, you know, working item home, you know, if that makes sense. Like, just hypothetical. You know, I would never do such a thing. Evening, sir. Evening, Yap. How are we, brother? Just talking about scamming car rental places, mate. How are you? Cool. I think that's another green dude. Yep. I'm not that smart. Hey, don't you work at a bank, Josh? Mr. Numbers guy. No, that's fine. You know how you randomly connect with that dropkick from school on Facebook and then shut up on his daily daily incoherent rants? Hey, that seems specific. I'm good. Speaking of scams, I had to play defense on someone trying to hijack my tax returns. Dude, what the fuck? Really? How can someone claim your tax return? That's sick. How would someone do that? Like, what are the exact steps to that so I can avoid that happening to me? Like, what would the perpetrator have to do? You know? Yeah, like what are the exact steps that the perpetrator did so you can tell me and then I can avoid that? You know? Tell me what the website is on how to do that so I can avoid that. No, I'm kidding. Let's not steal people's tax returns. That's crazy. How even... That's nuts. Imagine waiting the whole financial year just to have it stolen by some fuckhead. That's rough. That was fun. Yeah, the ATO just let them change all my details. Get out. And then amended. 22 straight. Here he is. Hello, brother. That's fun. Did they have to know some of your details too? I was like, because I'm fucked then, but don't go steal my tax return, you motherfucker. I'll know. I'll give them this whole chat. Look at these sweet centaur cheeks, huh? Bloody this. Also, the only power tool I know how to use is a Dremel. That's pretty good because, like, I'm a bit scared to use mine sometimes. Like when I use the rotary discs, like the angle grinding discs, I'm so sure they're gonna just fly off, just cut my nose in half. Dremel's pretty good. If my car parts came on a sprue, I'd be all over that shit. But I'm a nerdy white guy that has to pay a mechanic for anything related to my car. I swear, well, we might have talked about it, but I've spent like, whenever I do car work, it's like, you know, if a mechanic tells me, oh, it's going to be $200 for 2 hours labor, it's going to take me 6, but I'll still be like a grumpy old man and still do it. Like I think the guy was going to charge me $150 to put a radiator in my whole Astra in my old car. And I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm not paying $150. Put in a radiator, they just plonk in. Radiator just plonks in like fucking Lego, mate. I'm not doing that. And then lo and behold, yeah, it took me 6 hours. What would that even be? Hang on. So if I was, it's $150 divided by 6 man hours. I was on $25 an hour basically. You know, that's what I saved. You know, not bad. They just claimed a bunch of bullshit, then tried to get it deposited in their account. My accountant got notified of the processing and amended it. Rang them and was like, guys, this is obviously fraud. Crazy. I suppose the ATO are saying, they're like, who the fuck would steal a tax return? That's crazy. Just not even giving a shit. What details do they even need to change your, like, tax return? Like, how do they, yeah. That's nuts. Just seems incredibly sus if they can lie that hard, right? Yeah, man, it's scary how easy it is, bro. So yeah, watch out for that one. Oh my god, dude. Did you get enough details from him trying to steal yours that you can, like, you know what I mean? If he changed it with his details, can you go in and, like, steal his tax return? Like, how do we do that then? Do you know what I mean? Like, if he's put all his in, can you see what he's changed it to and then we steal his tax return? How do we do that? I would love to do that. Not at all. Wait, so you could go do that? You should totally do that. But then I think you're committing fraud. Correct me if I'm wrong. Fuck, that's funny. Morning, mates. Arathu, how are you, brother? How's things, man? We're just talking about yeah, tax fraud. No, sorry. Being frauded out of our tax. Our hard-earned tax returns. I'm sorry that happened to you, yeah. I bet that was fucking super frustrating. It's crazy though, isn't it? When Bitcoin was like a big thing, and everyone was investing, I invested too. But someone had managed to get onto my email, noticed that I had a like basically like crypto trading account, tried to transfer it into their bank account, accidentally transferred it back into my bank account. Thank God. It's crazy. Just through like email access and like sending yourself like recovery keys and stuff. I've since now got like a password manager, but yeah, no, nuts, man. And I got a text at 3 a.m. and I was like, there's no way this is a real text. And it basically read like, so-and-so is transferring all of your bloody crypto, whatever that dollar amount was. Shh, can't tell you. into your bank account, right? That's why I felt like it was so sus, because I was like, why would it say into my bank account? He tried and then somehow just transferred it back to mine. Nuts, man, nuts. Some dude in Russia, apparently. Crazy. I encourage you all to get a password manager too. Yeah, best thing ever. LastPass. There's an app for everything. It's crazy easy. Sorry guys, I went on a bit of a rant. I'll read chat 2 seconds. I just want to do this green. And then we're golden. They claimed it against my stuff. They basically claimed I had spent 30k in capital expenses, which works out to an extra 8k return. So they even know enough to even reduce their your taxable income to then claim a bigger tax. That's fucking hilarious and crazy, isn't it? Which works out to an extra 8k. How does Tuscan Raiders from cheat on their taxes? Star Wars joke. How does Tuscan Raiders from cheat on their taxes? How do Tuscan Raiders cheat on their taxes? I would love to know. Hope you have called your bank and added passwords, etc. Freeze your credit file, etc. Are you talking to me or Yab? They single file to hide their numbers. That's so... You done all that, notified the banks. Nitty guy that works in fraud/banking. Waiting on the summary to report to the police. I have a great accountant. Even with two-factor authentication. Yes. So two-factor authentication was the only thing that stopped it going to an external bank account. Yeah. So at least two-factor, good. But also my SIM card was super iffy too. So I don't even know if it was like someone I knew, maybe. I don't know. Crazy. Yeah, really crazy. Because I ended up changing my SIM. Because I think... Okay, so what happened was... They got into my email. They were able to reset my password via my email. Then they were able to remove two-factor authentication from my account to then log in. Okay. Right. This is the kicker, right? And then thankfully the crypto trading account that I had, you can't send it to a so you can't send crypto from that account to a different wallet that you haven't sent to already, or a different address if you haven't got two-factor authentication. So they kind of fucked themselves by turning it off to get in, but then they were only able to send it back to my account, which is the craziest thing. So they did deactivate two-factor authentication by having my email. Nuts, bro. Nuts. Yeah. And I fucking woke up at 3 a.m. and just went straight back to bed. I got that text. It was like, someone's trying to transfer. Do you want to yes or no? And I was like, nah. So my mobile account was still linked to accept the transaction, but my Google Authenticator had been turned off to log in, which is nuts. Because the way it generally works is if you transfer, you just have to text them back yes. And that's who I trade with. But yeah, no, super lucky, right? Because it was a bit of cheddar, you know? A bit of cheddar. I would have loved to seen the Russian dude on the other end just rubbing his palms together. You know? Probably stole my Netflix password as well, dog. I mean, issue would be if I got audited, I don't have that expense. Yeah, always had that. I'm back. Ignore the from. It was meant in the... gotcha. Man, I want to sleep. Then go to sleep, darling. That's okay. We're just talking about tax fraud. ATO frozen my tax file number. Crazy. So fucked up. I'm getting money back on my taxes. Found out late last night, so I haven't made any plans for it yet. What are the plans for it? Where are you going? What are you doing? It's too early, guys. Sleep. Only 7:30. Fuck. You know what's really gross this year? I've got to pay tax. You know, not even get a tax return. I just got to straight pay tax. I get a tax bill. A GST. Ugh. Yuck, bro. Yuck. Ah, well. It's a good sign, I suppose. My accountant's nice, right, though. He's like, if you got to pay tax, it means you're making money. You'd be like, yeah, true, but yeah, I suppose you're right. I think we had a successful defense. I don't know, it's 2,500 USD, so it's a bit. Yeah. Dude, I fucking started reading those. That's a lot of cheddar. That's a lot of bloody dollars. What's that, 4 grand? AU? That's some stanky cheddar, my friend. That's some real stink money. I like that one. Surely you buy a 4090. Surely you buy just an extremely overpriced, expensive graphics card, surely. If all the problems to have, paying tax is the best one. Agree. You know what the worst problem is? When your computer gets hacked and they send you a message saying that we'll give you all your personal documents for $300 to this bank address. You know, that's also one of the worst problems. Okay, that is another corn gore done, ready for the skin. Looking good. It'd been pretty neat too. And gold. Glad to hear I'm in this line of work, and it's not always the case. It can be pretty bad once it starts, and will only stop when they get bored. Fuck off. Really, Josh? It's a bit like well, it's not a bit like. It just reminds me of. Sorry, that was a weird. That was a weird transition. Here I am, just going to talk about something. There's a documentary me and Emily watched, and it's that guy, right? I don't know what his name is. He basically like fools women into like going guarantor and giving them their credit cards and stuff, and he just flies to meet the next woman. Like, even that seemed crazy to pin down, that story. I can't remember what his name is. But he would, like, date these women, take their credit cards, go meet other, you know, rich women, do the same thing, like, rinse, repeat over and over again. And that seems scary, because, yeah, in the documentary, they're like, I don't know, just keep going. Just keep going. They try to freeze it, and then he does it to the next lady, and they're like, fuck, we can't stop this, man. You can't keep getting away with this. Pretty sure Stephen Fry has a good podcast where he talks about how he used to do that. And would just steal credit cards out of rich people's like jacket pockets. When you would have a jacket at the pub and leave your like belongings in it and shit. And he would like rack up like 16k, go on to the next one. Nutso. Probably some hobby stuff, probably some partying, probably some practical stuff, like another shelf for my Warhammer. Love that. Big cheddar vibes, big stinky cheddar Arathu. Hey, you claiming the OnlyFans? You claiming the income from OnlyFans? You gotta put that on your tax, right? I'm not your accountant, I'm just saying. What if someone from the ATO is watching the OnlyFans that you're on, recognizes your build, and goes, hey, this motherfucker didn't put this on his fucking tax return. Recognizes your penis, okay? Okay, hey, this motherfucker didn't put this on his tax return. You're in shit, brother. Although, in Australian law, under 10k, still technically a hobby. Just saying. $3,957 AUD. I see, that's pretty close, yeah. I'm peeling myself out of bed because I remembered I had paperwork to do. The life of a sole trader, huh? What about the one you got the other day? Send me money or I will release hacked footage of you pleasuring yourself. Yeah, that one was a pretty good one. I got that on Facebook. It was like a random lady. I like adding them just to have a quick yak to the foreign man in the Facebook chat. And so, yeah, it was like, yeah, add me on Facebook. And I added them, started talking just so you have that inbox there. And you can keep yakking to them and delete them as a friend. So talking to this clearly not lady from Sydney, Australia. And she just whips out, when it wasn't going away, I was like, yeah, no, work full time at the bloody Glory Hole, you know, this and that. She's like, oh yeah, well, I've got pictures of you pleasuring yourself from your webcam. I've hacked your computer. And I'm going to post these to the public if you don't. And I think I said, just go for it. Do your worst. But they're clever, hey? Because I think there's definitely people out there who'd be like, I do that an awful lot. Maybe they did. You know? It definitely works like 50% of the time, I reckon. Yeah, the OnlyFans money is good too. It's gone down a little bit as people are used to their being those kinds of things available on that channel now, so they aren't as desperate on buying any content available. That was more the first 2 to 3 weeks. Now it's gone down to like $80 after taxes and stuff. Okay, cool. The Tinder Swindler. Yeah, that's the guy. That's such a good documentary. You guys should watch that. That's what that dude was doing with Yab's tax return. He's going on to the next dude with a juicy tax return. But you know, this guy would be like, "Oh, I'm in a lot of trouble with the mafia. I'm gonna need your help." He would like wine and dine these ladies, like, you know, have relationships with them. Be like, the mafia want to kill me so bad. I need your credit card, and I need to go Bahamas, lay low for like 2 weeks. And then he would meet another lady in the Bahamas or whatever, and then do the same thing. And you'd have like, I don't know, he'd just have all this shit on the go, and like security guards follow him, just crazy shit. He's not even in jail, is he, Emily? I think he's still running around doing it. Well, no, I wouldn't say he's still doing it. They probably got a lot of tabs on this dude, but he's definitely not in jail, I don't think. Pubs driving the Lambo with big nut plates. Based on my experience with the ATO, they will not notice. Unless the dude from the ATO is subscribing to Aritude's OnlyFans. You don't know that. Yeah, you tax a lot with OnlyFans. You got to do normal taxes on top of that. OnlyFans themselves also takes 20%. So you only get half of the money people pay. But I think also you could be just buying a lot of like bedroom stuff and claiming it as a tax expense, right? If this is your business. I don't know. Maybe I'm bloody speaking out of school here, but you know, having your foot in the door opens up a lot of possibilities, Aritu, I'm thinking. Maybe one of your tax expenses this year is a life-size whole pussy or something, you know? Who knows? I'm just saying. Do you need an ABN to have an OnlyFans? I'm gonna Google that. Is being OnlyFans a sole trader? Right? Like it has... yeah? Or you a subcontractor to... oh, you'd still need ABN, wouldn't you? Oh. This is Rach from the ATO saying, yes, you can have it. You can run it as a sole trader. So do you charge GST? You must. It must be inclusive GST though, right? I don't know. Oh my god. What is this rabbit hole? Oh. How is that situation, by the way, Arathu? We haven't even talked about it. Can you believe we just talked to you like a normal human being, like you weren't on some reality TV show? Fun's over though. Now I want to hear about it. My parents couldn't get more disappointed in me, so knock yourself out, love. Show them, doubt. Show them my Willy Wonka. I do not care. Another... I always forget the arm pad too. I don't know anyone who would care. Oh, this is a video Yab masturbating. Okay, next. Oh, yawn. Seen this all before. That's so funny. I think also too, like in those circumstances, like if someone's trying to blackmail you like that, like, I just don't think, like, it's not like you're actively posting it. It's like, yeah, some weirdo recorded me, you know, playing with the rubber chicken, and you know they posted it if I didn't pay $2,000. So yeah, not happening. Sorry you had to see it, but not my fault. You know, I think you can own that. I think there's some humility that comes with owning the situation, you know? Maybe I might say that to her in a message. We're still in contact, you know? She hasn't posted the video yet, but I'm awaiting. What I think would be worse if they hacked your Facebook then posted it on your behalf. I think then that would be harder to explain. Like, no, you have my account and put it up there. Because then everyone thinks you did it. My mother-in-law almost fell for the one where people were sending messages. Oh no. Mum, my phone broke and I need some money for groceries or something similar. Really? Really, dude? No. That's so unfortunate, man. Nah, he didn't go to jail. Yeah, I thought so. Nah, he swindled some bail money. He had access to so much of it, right? I have a family member who was vulnerable and fell for gift card scam. I know. Can we talk about it, Em, or no? I have not registered OnlyFans as a business. ATO looking at you like this. Yeah, you know, it might have a certain threshold before you have to register, right? The rubber chicken. Leaked webcam footage. You're gonna get a solid 10 seconds of intense eye contact from me before it's over. Yeah, exactly right. And what are they implying? You reckon, what? Am I standing up? It's just like this. Like, what is it? What is the footage? What does it look like? You know what? I should call the black and go, send it to me, and I'll see whether it's worth paying for it. Because if it's really vile, yeah, I'll give you the cash. I always stare at the webcam when I nut, just in case. I had a friend that used to like cover his webcam all the time, and that made me think that, like, I thought like this dude is nutting a lot in front of his laptop to care that much, you know, like, because why else are you covering the webcam, you know? Like, what else could you be worried about? Unless you're just making gravy every day in front of that thing. Like, what do the keys look like on that, like, poor laptop? I don't know. Yeah, no, you freak me out. And even with the school laptops. So, like, you telling me doing that with the screen this big? Come on, man. You have issues. You have a problem. Ten seconds of intense eye contact and 5 minutes of crying. Same. Yeah, Ken, just don't say which family member. Okay. I'll think on how I'm gonna word it. Not that much to tell. I'm still only doing contact with OnlyFans content, even though she has sometimes slid off theme and tried to connect a bit more. And last week she came knocking on my door with banana bread. She knows my GF isn't in town at the moment, as she's taking care of a sick family member in the Netherlands. This is how the ATO and your girlfriend looking at you like right now. Be careful. She's trying very hard though. Crazy. Oh well, I think if you're doing the right thing, right, who cares? Hey, make the bread, don't eat the banana bread, you know? Make the bread, don't eat the banana bread. That's what we need to chant, Aratu. No matter how wet and juicy that banana bread is, don't get tempted, brother. That is such a movie thing to turn up with banana bread, by the way. To like win you over. I made you some banana bread. Did you let her in? No way. Aratu's like, of course. I'm not gonna turn down fucking free banana bread. What the fuck? He's posted a picture in Discord of him eating banana bread. No, I didn't. I'm currently paying rent for both my apartment and my GF's apartment. While she's taking care of that, and that's expensive. So OnlyFans money is honestly quite practical. I didn't let her in. I was lucky to leave. Dude, lucky you did, because I was going to be like, bit risky to just say yes to banana bread, brother. I'm look real good. I'm glad you kind of shut that shit down. Went, nice to see you, bud. Thanks for the bread, but did you take the bread? God, I would fucking laugh if you took the bread. Thank you for not letting her in. Why do I feel so invested? I did take the bread. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna play Shagger, but give me the bread. Give me the banana bread. She's like, oh wait, I thought you said you were going. Yeah, give us the bread. I'll put it inside and I'll leave. That's fucking funny. Why wouldn't you take the bread? I don't know. Like, I just thought, for me, I'd be like, oh, like, you know, you come over. Sorry, I gotta go. Like, you know, like, we'll eat the bread next time. That kind of thing. Aratu's stuck to his guns, but he's like, well, I mean, it's not like she can make me bread again now, because I've just taken it. Fuck, that's pisser. Speaking of which, by the way, I just want to run something by everyone. Like, if you had to, like, say you got like a new neighbor, right? Hypothetical, and you're gonna bake them or make them something. Like, what's appropriate to make for the next door neighbor? Like, what's your best dish you could cook up for them to get like to break the initial ice? Like, Because Emily and I we got a bunch of pumpkins off our next door neighbor. Lovely little Asian lady. And like her husband's like a doctor as well. And I see her, I think she's a support worker as well. I see her around town a fair bit at like people's houses. And she brought over some pumpkins, right? And then we were like, oh, we should bake her something. And then like I think Emily and I went through like a week of baking some cookies and stuff, and we were like, no, they're passable. But we didn't have the courage to give them to the neighbor, right? Like, because then it kind of, you know, you give them a bunch of rocks, like rock cakes, and you're like, oh fuck. So what's your key dish you know that would go down well? I've been thinking about cooking a pizza up, but then you like heat this up. Yeah, I don't think the GF would like that. Let her in. Good. And I'm glad you understand that, right? I was going to say that. Like, I would feel uncomfortable. I'd let her in, even if I wouldn't do anything with her. But letting her inside our home while she's gone, it's not according to what we agreed on. Yeah. Did she show up unannounced too? Well, she kind of gave me the bread straight away when I opened the door, so it was already in my hand. Well, I can't back out of the bread now. Pot brownies. and you don't even tell them there's pot in it. You go, there's some special stuff. Then they have to just be like, we can take a chance. then you let them know you're like that type of neighbor, you know? I like that, Josh. My go-to is chocolate chip cookies or a cake. See, but no, like, you actually bake. Like, you like actually are good at it. Like, so that's no stress for you, right? And since then, Emily's like become amazing at like making banana bread. So like we could revisit that. It'd be like, hey, it's been 3 years. Would you like some banana bread? Like, that's cool. I agree, pot brownies. Literally just give them a soft high. Almost. Got 3 to 5 minutes to prep her. She was already on her way. And she sent me a text. The banana bread was still hot, so it was fresh. Oh, it's kind of good. Lemon cake. What? Am I dumb for not knowing what that is? Oh, you know what I'd like? If I was your neighbor, guys. What's that? What's this one? What is this? Ah, oh, yeah, this one? Dude, I would come to your house unannounced if you started giving me this next door. I love this cake. What's that other one with the weird name? That's it. Yeah, I fucking love this cake. Oh, Madeira cake is so weird. I'd help you with. You could borrow whatever you want. Carrot cake's pretty good too. What was it? Well, I was meant to be looking at lemon cake. I was gonna say something dumb like, I bet it's yellow. Yum, dude. This lemon cake is extra lemony. Thank you, Trace. Thank you, Trace. I would believe this lady. She would make a good moist lemon cake. God, I wish I could bake. As the name suggests. It's moist. Jesus, where are we? Sis needs to calm down. Yeah. The fact that she come over and like text you like, "Hey, I'm bringing banana bread." Where did you go? Like, did you go somewhere like you have to go to work, or was it like a soft? Do you know what I mean? It was like, oh, I gotta go fucking pick up some shit downtown or something. You know, like. Oh, you could make something with pumpkins to show you use them. Yes. Huh. That doesn't, like, sound horrible, does it? Oh. Huh. That's nice. Ugh. Interesting. I wish more people commented. Oh, they did. Hi, Lace. So glad it was a hit. We don't usually include nutrition information as it can vary from different brands of the same ingredients. Plus, many recipes have ingredient substitutions or optional ingredients. Okay, don't read me the whole fucking rule book. The best pumpkin cake I ever made. Okay. Okay. Okay, pumpkin cake. Yeah, that could be cool. I want bread now. Oh, wait, no, I want banana bread now. I just want bread. I got both banana bread and cupcake to share. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You can eat as much banana bread or cupcake as you want. I like to eat a whole loaf to myself. I answered a text with that I was on my way out the door, and I opened the door with coat on and everything. Dude, looked the part. I'm judging by that message. You didn't go fucking anywhere, did you? Went and sat in his car for 10 minutes, then walked back inside when she left. Oh, fuck me. That's so funny. No, I'm sure he went somewhere. I'm just fucking around. Arisi like walks out the door with this empty suitcase. Go, yeah, busy as today, and then just drive around the corner. Okay, that is another fella. Oh, I didn't do the back. Pumpkin more like chumpkin, am I right? You're fuckhead. No, I was actually already planning to leave the house. Oh, okay, yeah. Sure. Hey, as long as you're being a responsible boyfriend, it's cool, man. Shout out to my Thermomix elites. This fucking slaps. Don't do this, man. We went through this Thermomix rabbit hole fucking last week, and then Emily and I spent like a whole half an hour in bed just talking about whether we should get one. This, that wasn't English. Josh, this looks like... This is how I'd be looking at this cake. What's that color? What's the hex code on that color? Oh, hang on, I gotta save it. What is that? I know it's like brown. It's like kind of green it looked like on my monitor. Terrifying. I bet tastes better than it looks, doesn't it? What a terrible photo. This roasting food again. God, not this skin. Quickly put on a coat over the top of pajamas. I don't even own pajamas. Arthur just naked in his birthday suit out the door. Jacko, we have that pack of caramel cake on the cupboard. Yes! We should bake that. Looks so good. Why does it look grey? That's what I'm saying. It looks green. This is in the hex code. This is like in the palette. I don't know what's going on. Snakebite leather looking cake. I reckon you should bring back the dreads. Dude, that was fucking... Dude, could you believe that was such a effort every day? I'd be leaning back on my chair, like, retying them. You need like a little dreadlock hook. Let me show you my fucking life with dreads. It was a lot of work. Dreadlock hook. Although now I'm making a bit of money painting. I should probably just pay someone to do that, huh?
I'm gonna show you how to turn your hair into dreadlocks instantly, and you can do it yourself. But you want dreadlocks, but everything you've tried hasn't worked. Or maybe you want to start, but you just don't know how. It can be really frustrating if you really...
His looks like shit, by the way.
Pulling it one direction.
That, see this?
Grab the hair and twist it, and then now pulling in the opposite direction.
Do you still have the dreadlock wig somewhere?
Oh, I don't know. I can't even remember. Yeah, go check that cupboard. Yeah. But that cupboard behind me should have it in there.
And what that does,
So yeah, what you do is like,
up that hair,
you'd basically like do this to every dread every day
if you keep doing
to like retie them. It was just fucking so much work, man. And like, cause you can like let him go ratty if you want to. Like, you can have dirty dreads, but like, look at this hair. Look what's going on. Why would I get that dirty, bro? No way.
No, I can't find them.
Nah, I definitely have it somewhere. So when I cut off all my dreads, I kept because they're all knotted together. I kept the wig, so I could just chuck them on for a stream, you know, have a blast from the past stream. Just chuck it back on underneath the headset. Guys, got to jump. Have a good night. Josh, don't do that. Life's worth living, brother. Don't even, yeah. Things are good, man. No need to do that. Beauty comes at a price, though. True. Sad, but true. Takes time to look this good, doesn't it? Have you ever had them, Bon? It's just a lot. Like, it's just a lot. And then, because I had the top, getting Emily to shave the sides was like a whole nother kettle of fish, right? Like, trying to convince Emily to, like, shave, and then she cut off dreads. Oh, my God. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of into this Club Penguin music, eh? I would rate that wig. Can I buy it off you for myself? Mate, I'll raffle off for charity, okay? It's so, it looks like a little animal. Because it's like, looks like it's got like little legs. It's a bit grody. Emily's tried to throw it out a couple of times. I bet she fucking has. And this is her way of covering it up. Be like, you still have it? It used to sit on my stream backdrop. Just the little dreads just hanging out of my shelf. Looks like I had a pet cat up there. I shaved some off by accident. I would tell Emily for like a solid 10 minutes, be careful, be careful, be careful. And I just watched one drop. in the bathroom. What was that? I remember we were in the shower together, right? And I shampooed them all the time. And I was pretty light with it. I was pretty light with shampooing. And she's like, "Oh, can I do it for you?" And I was like, "Oh, that's quite nice. You know, yeah, you can shampoo my hair." Emily's like scrubbing it away. And then she go, "Oh." And then this big giant dread just like falls out in her hand. I was like, "Oh, come on, man." It's like right up front.
Oh, I remember I felt just pure horror when one just fell out.
You were trying though, eh?
I know.
Yeah.
And like, because I kept shaving closer and closer to them every time. They just wore down.
Yeah, some of my side dreads were just hanging on for dear life. With like 5 hairs in the root of my skull. Did we actually say goodbye to Josh proper? Good night, Josh. Sorry. I made a suicide joke, but... No, I never had them. I wanted to come unwashed. No, dude. You don't understand, man. Like, cause like if you're a sweaty dude like myself, like they were just. I worked with a guy, that had them before I did. Ironically, his name. No, I can't say. You might see this. But yeah, he had dreads, but he didn't wash them, right? And I always thought that was crazy to be like walking around, you know, just with that sweat magnet, you know, on your head. But then it's like, if you do wash them, you need more maintenance too. And he was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna retie my dreads as often, so I don't wash them." But like, you telling me you don't even get them wet? Imagine that not getting that wet. I don't think so, Chief. Paint the dreads. You know what's ironic? I actually kept them because I was going to turn one into a paintbrush and I was going to paint a model with a dread. Or see if I can get a dread that's pointy enough to like do some detail work and stuff. There's no such thing as an original idea, hey? I like come up with stuff and then people just say it back to me on stream and be like, "Fuck." But yeah, I was gonna basically like go see one of those people who do make brushes and either get my current hair turned into a brush or like yeah, turn one of my dreads into a brush. Because I'm pretty sure there's an art studio in Melbourne where they make brushes out of your own hair. And I thought that was a cool concept.
Oh yeah, I didn't throw them out.
Hey?
I didn't throw it out.
Oh shit, you fucking threw out the dreads, didn't you?
No, I liked it.
But the whole idea is it's like, you do it for deceased loved ones, right? So it's a bit expensive, but you just go in there, get my own hair just for a laugh. Oh, get my pubes
Oh, no.
as a brush. I think
have to straighten them or
I think I had the first original idea. I come in with these curly ass hairs and I'm like,
something.
yeah, that's from my head. Yeah, that's from my head, bro.
Yeah, I have curly hair.
Yeah. Why they're black? I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't make the rules of genetics.
I would say I don't control. What'd you say to me? Did the carpet match the drapes? No, I don't know what you're talking about. That would be an awesome
So
paint.
this is my grandma's hair. She had curly hair.
We collect everyone's pubes from stream, and we make a little communal brush. You know?
Get everyone to send in some of their hair.
Didn't Max Mopo do that with the hair cake?
Oh, I don't
People
know.
send in pubes or something.
Ah,
Showing it to guests was a party trick. Yeah, it was. Hey.
it was. I'm like, hey, check this out. Is it in that box?
Hmm?
I think it's in that box.
Which one? I'll pull it out next stream, huh?
Yeah.
Gotta keep him coming back, eh?
Dreadlock unboxing.
We're like unboxing stream. Dude, where'd the time go? I thought I was doing a small stream today. What the fuck? Anyway. Well, we may as well finish all the green then, call it a day, huh? I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys to do green on. I just want to fit this build plate because I know it's going to take like an hour to fucking level this build plate. That shit sucks. What's up?
All the ice melted. Do you want it?
What's that?
Okay.
Amber?
Tastes like shit. All the ice melted because I forgot about it.
Is it mine or yours?
It was my beer.
Hey, watered down Coke.
Because it doesn't taste very good.
Hey, just like Coke at the movies in Wagga, huh? Beautiful. Did you know there are people who actually care about their health in life? They water down juice? How crazy. Smart, but a bit psychotic, right? God, these gonna look so good once finished, hey? Better enjoy life than suffer through it a long time. Exactly, man. Exactly. It is funny though, like you see a lot like in like social media and documentaries about like, you know, smoking really bad, vaping really bad, and then there's like 100-year-old Doris who's smoked since she was 5 years old and like she's still alive, and then you're like, that lucky bitch Doris gets to enjoy smoking her whole life, and then I have to worry about it. Fuck. You know? Or you ever watch that that super size versus super skinny or some shit, whatever it's called? There's like clearly the poor fat guy who eats like a house, right? And then there's like this skinny, you know, guy who's the size, you know, weighs much the same as a bag of dog food, eating fucking chips every day, Macca's every day. What the fuck, bro? Lucky. Count your lucky stars for them genetics, my brother. But no, I agree, O2. May as well enjoy the life. I can't wait medium fast. I like that. Mine is like very Oprah Winfrey-esque. It like ebbs and flows all the time. But I have like a fat ass holiday, cheeky holiday, with the M's family, and we'll just fucking eat every store that we come across. Bloody eating around the world, hey, that's when it's bad. But I do walk to work every day, or bike to get my cardio in, and I do work out with weights. Oh, nice. Yeah, I fell off bad after that trip. It's hard to get motivated too. I really want to buy a bike. I think my mate rides a bike all the time, going down tracks, and I was like, that could be really cool. But we didn't really have the bike to like take it out to a place. Sorry, a bike rack to take it out to a place to then. And we live on a fat ass hill, so it's like I'm not fit enough to then ride it up the hill yet. But once I get this bike rack for the back of my new car, I would love to, yeah, take it out to like the lake, go for a ride around the lake, spend an hour doing that, take it back home. Just nice to, yeah. And it's flat around the lake too, but it's a couple K, which is fun. Yeah, I hate running just for running and stuff, so I need to like trick myself. I'm the same, man. When I was like powerlifting and stuff, like doing a lot of like deadlifts and stuff at the gym, and I was pretty motivated. When I was first dating Emily, ironically, you know, when you get in a happy relationship, then it doesn't matter no more. When you can lift heavy shit. But I would go for like a 1 hour run around my hometown, which was crazy, like, which was pretty good. Like good amount of Ks. I can't even remember how many it would be. I don't even know what's a fair amount to even say, but it would basically be around like downtown, in my small town of Chile, around the licorice factory, and like back up this strip, and then up a hill. And I'd love it. Like, I think once you get into the habit, it's awesome. But the starting's fucking awful. But yeah, I would run around that track in like 45 minutes, half an hour sometimes. Just running. But the only apps that helped me in the beginning was there's cool apps where it like role plays you running away from zombies and stuff. That's how I would trick my brain. It would be like, oh my god, you need to run to survive in this fake fucking video game on your iPhone on the app. Run for 30 seconds. So make a habit of walking or biking just to work, and then that's just how it is. That's nice. Have we talked about what you do for work, Arathu? Sorry if you have already told me. I feel like I try not to, but it's hard to not get everyone mixed up in their occupations. Like, I know Josh works in banks, and then Evan works as a graphic artist. So it's hard when everyone's jobs are so different too. I think it's cool. Everyone just doing different stuff. I'm a project manager for esports and gaming, and I'm also in a city council. Sick. So for the esports one, do you have like a desk that you go into town to? That's kind of sick. What esports too, right? Surely Counter-Strike, surely. Yeah, I wasn't sure if as an esports manager you like go to their house. You know they have like an esports house. You like go chill, check out, check on them there, and like I don't know. They mainly operate from home. I suppose I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. What a typical day for Arathy looks like. I manage 7 gaming rooms. Holy fuck. All free to use for public, where they come and can just game fun, but also hours set aside for training and stuff. I mostly do office work myself as project manager, but I also teach game theory as it's more complicated than most assistants. That's from gaming background that can really teach. Wow, that's cool. Game theory? What's that? That's crazy. How fun. Like Counter-Strike psychology, like when to push. What's up?
Trying to cut me straight.
Oh. I use game theory a lot, but I learned mine from an economics course. What do you do for a living too, yeah? I feel like I've asked you as well. Let me Google what game theory is, huh? Jesus. No one understands what I do, not even me. Okay, so you're playing CSGO, you lose the teammate to a headshot early, then your instincts tell you to be careful because it's dangerous. But in reality, you're behind, and when behind, you are more likely to lose unless you create a change. So that means you have to play more aggressive to change that before the team that got a kill can stabilize. What? You know what? I would love game theory behind Dota 2. I'm a big Dota 2 nerd. Because it's funny hearing you say that. That's how I think in Dota 2. But then my teammates, my friends like Joel and Mitch, tell me not to play aggressively when the chips are down, and I kind of disagree with that. But I think it's definitely probably different from game to game, right? How interesting. Very cool. I love that. Now I set up all the information on big projects. Awesome. Game theory is probabilistic thinking based on behavioral incentives of the players. Crazy. I suppose then what you're saying, yeah, like Aratu is like, yeah, like that's what you're implying by yes, you need to push when you are down early. But then where does playing defensively come into that? Or is it dependent on, I suppose it's dependent on a lot of factors, right? Interesting. And who said fucking video games aren't, you know, informational, you know? Educational, I meant to say. I've seen some questionable plays on your behalf. Shut the fuck up, don't tell Joel, okay? Okay? I don't make a bad decision, brother. I just push. I'm a mid player. That's what I do. What's the game theory on a mid player? I'm so looking up Dota 2 game theory while I set up this 3D printer array after this. Actually, if you check my recent games, I feel like I've been playing pretty good. I think in my lower ranks when I first started, playing more reckless was easy. But I think I get punished in a lot of games now because of it. But you heard it here first, yeah, Bon, that Arathu said that if you lose a player, you gotta push the, you know, you gotta push the advantage. But you gotta push the disadvantage, so. If you want to get in there, there's an open Yell course that is free. How cool. Generally in Dota, your instinct when ahead is to push harder. It's the same as in football. If the other team is leading 1-0, then you can't play defensive till the clock runs out. You lose when that happens, so it's now up to the team that is behind to change things so you can equalize. The winning team is happy to go 1-0. When in reality, you should protect your advantage. I'm guessing. Yes, you have in Dota 2 went ahead, use that to dominate and deny more instead. Then you get further ahead by doing big plays. Also creates big risk of failure. Why would you risk a winning game? As a support, my game theory is to do my job and nothing more. Throw all my chips into helping cause and not get greedy. As a mid player in Dota 2, my game theory is to steal the wisdom room at 7 minutes, steal mid lane runes also, feed mid, and then hope that safe lane carries the game. Hope POS 1 carries the rest of the game. That's my game theory. I'm actually intrigued though. That's fascinating, isn't it? Watch me tell this to Joel, and then Joel just stay up all night learning what game theory is for fucking Dota 2, and then regurgitate it back to me. One of my mates, Joel, has started playing like ranked, like non-stop now. Obsessed with it. I suppose with the idea of like game theory, like, like the fact that towers are involved and you actually only win by pushing towers, that would affect a lot of the game theory on what's the right decision. And farming too. How interesting to get items. But I don't know. When I realize what game theory is, and then it says, you shouldn't try and gank someone who's 4 levels ahead. Huh? What the fuck? That's why nothing frustrates me more than playing with someone that hits camps as a support constantly. Yeah. You know, it's really dumb. I've been playing like Dota for like fucking 10 years. And then when you say a sentence like, yes, kind of, use all the advantage you can as much as you can without taking risks is the big thing. Arif is saying this like I haven't learned anything in 10 years of playing Dota. Kind of true though. Wonder if I can retrain my brain to not loving kills so much as well. I think that might be helpful to my game theory. I think that's all the green. Well, you might know this, but also not in the shape of words. More out of experience. Yeah, I agree with that. Game theory is weird because a situation will have an optimal play and an exploitative play. Optimal is the one where you have the least weakness. Exploit is where you exploit your opponent's deviations from game theory. Confused yet? I love this stuff. No, I like it too, but I don't quite understand it like you do. I believe Dota's game theory is different from every single game. That's what makes the game so great. 130 heroes to choose from all counter each other in a way. You can only get 10 in a game, so that's why every single game is different. Then add item builds to the equation and it gets even more complicated. And I suppose what I'm like trying to say in weird monkey terms is that there must be like a there must be an optimal play regardless of hero choices, right? And what does that look like? That just looks like push towers win the game, right? That's Dota's game theory at its core. Is that what I'm trying to understand what you're talking about? Fuck me. No, there isn't. Surely. That's crazy. Or maybe I'm not describing game theory. I'm describing how you win a game. It's not really related. So the game ends when an ancient dies. I've heard pros talk about. Synderen used to say all the time. He's like a pro Dota player. He used to say that with a hero, the optimal items are either doubling down on your strengths or buying items that fill in gaps that you lack. Is that what you're talking about in terms of? Would that be a way to describe exploitative and what was the other one? Optimal. Optimal and an exploitative play, I suppose. Or I suppose an exploitative play is just buying Dagon and just nuking the enemy opponent with a bunch of damage. Because, yeah, Synderen used to say all the time, depending on the game, you either want to double down or just fill in gaps with the item choices that your hero lacks or your team lacks. Rush Divine Rapier every single game. That's my game theory. Exactly. Blink Dagger. First item Args. That's half the people on Australian servers game theory. Rush Args. Pick line, safe line support, rush Args. Guys, I learned it on game theory. You guys clearly don't understand game theory. No, I'm very intrigued, guys. You got my brain ticking over. I'm gonna definitely Google it. Optimal would be the mathematical best way. Exploitative would be like noticing your opponent is too aggressive and then trapping that. I suppose. So, like... Interesting. And, you know, I think that's why... I think I play mid in an exploitative way, right? Because I either really clap cheeks in mid lane, or I really throw just fucking lemons, you know? It's one or the other. So I think I play... Like, if I know that I can just absolutely just rub my nuts over the enemy teammate... enemy mid player... I'll have a fucking whale of a game. But then when when it doesn't work, when I play aggressive and they maybe play optimally, and when I play exploitative, that's when I get into trouble. Interesting, right? I've slowly gotten better at that, at playing defensive and, you know, farming back into the game. But I think that's what I used to rely on a lot of the time. Just having nuts, you know? Just having, you know, just growing a pair and not being scared in mid lane. But I think as you climb the skill level, and with Joel, like Joel's like divine legend rank, where you're getting harder games and you can't just intimidate the opponent anymore. Half the time they know what they're doing in mid lane. Interesting, huh? Who would have thought I would have got therapy in my Twitch stream on playing a better Dota game? Awesome. Pretty choice, actually. By dominating lane to deny farm or stop opponent to get XP or gold, you get ahead further, and you are passively winning and get further ahead until your opponent is forced to get a gank or something to help. Yeah. If your team also knows this and have map awareness and vision enough, they can gank the gank, and that would be an exploitative play. Yeah. You create a situation where opponent is too pressured and use that pressure to get a fight he shouldn't take. You know, it's interesting you should say that, because a lot of the time when I am absolutely just unloading ass in mid lane and the lane is mine and I've had a good lane, you're right. Sometimes the gank comes, and then if I get ganked and I die, that's where I fall off. But if I don't get ganked, then usually I'll pull out, like turn around and kill the ganker. And that puts me at a net positive, because then I'm fucking, you know what I mean? Interesting. So I'm going to blame game theory when I don't get a gank in mid lane. When no one comes to help me. How intriguing, huh? Joel would fucking love this. Get fucked as Joel Legend rank now. Yeah. You can tell Joel's, yeah. Joel's definitely giving a lot more advice when we play Dota now. Watch me get to fucking immortal rank with game theory knowledge. I play poker a lot. This is where I got into it. How sick. I suppose that's quite interesting too, because like poker is like a giant fucking you know, probability game, really, isn't it? You know what it sounds like, Yab, as well? It sounds like you're dropping, like, you know, when the anime main character is like, I thought he'd fall for my trap, but actually, game theory. Game theory says he'd do this, but... when in actual fact, I'm going to push the advantage. The same theory is true in all of gaming, just different situations and terms. It doesn't matter if it's chess, Counter-Strike, or Dota. With game theory, all games are probability games. Don't do this to me, guys. It's too late at night. You can't just fucking say confusing sentences like that the moment you explain what game theory is. Relax. I'm not even drinking. Here, I'll give you the best lesson from game theory. Poker and Star Trek. Wait, game theory, poker and Star Trek: The Next Generation. It's possible to make all the correct decisions and still lose. I see. I understand. Oh, I was meant to seal up this lady's butt crack. Fuck. I'll do her last. That's a good point, you know. I suppose with that sentence you're implying, it's like not... Game theory isn't necessarily set in stone, right? Like, you can still make all the right decisions, you know, trying to rely on and trying to break down what the enemy team are going to do. But at the end of the day, you're still at the whim of whatever they choose to do. Is that what you're getting at? God, what the fuck are we talking about? I love it. It's a probability. If you are 80% to win, you still lose 1 in 5. Dude, that almost like makes it okay to lose. Is that what I should be taking from this? And I suppose at the end of the game too, like at the end of the game, Dota 2 will show you a graph and your percentage chance to win based on its own internal game theory, right? On whether you were, you know, based on the levels of heroes or the items and the gold net worth of a hero on the enemy team versus your team. Who was more likely to win? And I suppose that in itself was its own game theory. Because you can still, I've played plenty of games where you come back from, you know, a 90% win rate. Or 90% loss rate, right? And you still come out and win. Makes me almost think about how lucky it is to then come back from those games too, if those are the numbers that are being crunched by the, you know, the Dota algorithm, right? Interesting. Actually, boys, what a good game. It was 90% chance we were going to lose, and we won. So that was a 1 in 10 chance that we took and made it our own. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. In Dota terms, there are RNG involved. You may call on good information to get lucky or unlucky and it will backfire. I suppose then, yeah, what you're angry at is like, when it, well, what you're angry at, what I'm angry at when you play with people and I suppose the decision isn't educated. That's when you get into trouble, right? Like to walk somewhere when, you know, you don't have vision of that spot. And I suppose I do that a lot too. I'm gonna be passing every decision I ever make in Dota now through my own internal game theory logic. But I suppose that's almost how you get better, right? At the same time. Weird. Yes, the question is, did you put yourself in the right situations? Scary. Not did you win. Suppose it's another interesting way to look at it too, right? Yeah. I suppose in a way when we debrief about a Dota loss too, we'll say like, oh, you know, what items should we have bought? And that's another way of like, do we take an optimal and a suboptimal path through this game? Interesting. I know it's not, I know I'm just regurgitating what I already say in Dota, but like putting, what am I looking for? Explaining it in terms is weird. Because, I mean, I don't know if you guys played Dota, but yeah, you'd be like, oh, I should have skilled this skill, you know, when I saw that she had this item, or, you know, I should have maxed the skill because they had lockdown. I suppose that's then you're talking about your own game theory. Weird. What a conversation, huh? I can see why you guys like it. Oh. It is okay to lose, just practice on always doing the right calls. And in that example, you would end up with 80% win rate. It's all about getting the information you need. Game theory is also about how to get back from behind. You need to make a play and figure out what play you can do with the highest probability to work to get you back ahead. Where's that filter? I need that filter with the numbers darting around my head, huh? What an intriguing conversation, huh? Very cool, guys. But unfortunately, I think that's where I call it, huh? I want to take a quick picture of all the boys we painted. So I'll keep chatting while I do this, huh? Just gonna try and set them all up for a photo. That's quite... It's weird, isn't it? Very sciencey for a video game I kind of take for granted, huh? And just mind, like, brain dead, you know? Play brain deadedly. Let me take a quick photo on my phone. Then we might call it there, guys. Something for the little Insta, you know? Sorry, I'm going to move this light a little bit. Sorry, 2 seconds, guys. cool. Sorry, I'm just taking a little meme video of this guy. He's fucking... He's full serious, huh? Alrighty, guys. That's some good work. We pumped out a lot of minis, just talking shit that whole time. That's good. All the green's done. Now we're going to skin, silver, and then highlights. And then we're all done. Crazy, right? God, my wrist is killing me, though. Ugh, from painting, by the way. Just saying. Cool. There's one without green. Yeah, I've got to seal her butt cheeks up. She's got like this big, pretty gnarly. Can you see that? Yeah, she's got this huge ass hair. Something to do here off stream. But yeah, very cool, guys. Very cool. So, or 99%. The game theory is I've done 99%, but I made a suboptimal decision to not seal her ass cheek up before the stream. Basically, is the game theory behind my decisions. Just paint flesh in there, and her pants are at a split. Instant fan favorite. No, I can't do that. Someone's paying for it. I'd be like, hey, it's law building. You know? Shane, my guy. It's her pants were splitting on the field. It's blood bowl. Blood bowl. Oh dear. Well, thanks for the good chat, guys. That was so much fun. I'm gonna go look up game theory right now, by the way. Crazy. I'm about to tell Joel about it and it's gonna fucking blow his nuts off. Trust me. Joel won't be able to play Dota the same again and be like, or he already knows about it, doesn't he? Oh dear. Alright, well I'll probably stream on Sunday as well as Monday next week. I was thinking about doing like a little impromptu stream. Depending on when this Speed Freaks beta closes too. I thought that could be fun to do on stream. It's like Warhammer related. Little chill on a little video game. But yeah. No, thank you, Yab. Thank you. You're so smart. Stupid smart. Alright, I better go. I need to piss and I need to set up this 3D printer. I said I was going to have a short stream and it was meant to be 2 hours. And then we just did the regular fucking length. So I don't even know why I posted that. Alright. Alright, let me go do all this shit before I go to bed. Love you, buddy. Good night. See you on Sunday or see you on Monday after you're there. Have a lovely weekend if I don't see ya. Look after yourself. Kiss your mother.